Hello, it's arrived and it's time for the 3x Oscillator challenge. So sit back, relax and enjoy me struggling. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so let's start with the tempo. I'm thinking like a tropical house, like tempo. So let's go with, let's do 102. In my head it's already sounding like amazing, but it will probably sound like but let's try. And for those of you who don't know, 3x Oscillator is like the most simple plugin in FL Studio, but like the most iconic also. It looks like this. Okay, I have to work fast now, because otherwise this will take like 10 hours. So let's start with the kick. Let's do a sine wave. What do you think of my kick? Okay, now serious. Pitch it down. Maybe even lower. Let's open span and see what frequency. Okay, I think that's good. So let's go in here and add a pitch. Let's remove the metronome. And also maybe some filter. And the volume. Okay, I just remade the kick because the screen froze. Okay, so let's send it to a track. Let's clone this. And this second one, let's add a white noise maybe. But the filter we want to remove some of the high end. Okay, getting better. And let's clone another one and make like the top kick. And let's try a square wave and also some saw waves. I'm just trying stuff. And also make it higher.
Hours later.
Okay. Just pitching it down a little. It sounds okay. So now let's add some distortion, some soft clipping. Just mix in a little bit. And some EQ. Maybe some compression. Just add a little bit. And make it mono, of course. Maybe make it a little bit brighter. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so we have our kick. Now let's try to make a clap. Let's add another one. And I'm gonna use white noise because I've seen people use like white noise like 3 times and it makes like a clap sound. So let's try that. And maybe some filtering. So I don't know what I'm doing, but but I'm just trying stuff. And maybe eventually after some time it might sound good. So now let's add 3 very, very small notes. Maybe something like this. I have to add it to hear how it sounds. Yeah, maybe. We'll try to add some effects. Let's try effector and some lo-fi distortion. Oh. Maybe. Let's boost these frequencies here where the clap often is. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's try to work faster now. And maybe I can go back later and just tweak tiny things. Okay, so the bass, I'm thinking like a gong, 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 like a gong, gong bass. And I think I will be able to make it sound close to that. Let's do only a square. Let's see. And filter. Yeah, I think this one with like some resonance to make it wow, 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 more like that. Just adding a little bit more click. Okay, let's try and make a bass line. But I want swing, so... And let's make a variation at the end. Oops, I missed a note. Okay, and some effects. And I remove the bass because I'm gonna add a sub bass instead. So let's add a new one. Let's do a saw wave and maybe a sine wave 1 octave higher. Let's pitch it down. And as you can see, I'm adding like the same effects on all sounds. Add some filter if you want, and then maybe some pitch to make it ooh, 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 to add some more click. And maybe shape the volume also. Sub. But I want to filter out all the high frequencies. Let's add some reverb to the clap. Never mind. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, now some like tropical chords. A sine wave, I think. Why does it sound at the end? Okay, so low pass is better. Do 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 do. And some bass notes. Okay, so the chords. And let's copy it. But I'm gonna layer it with some more like plucky high end. So let's clone it. Let's try a square. Maybe like that? Let's try to make it stereo. Let's try some chorus. Just a very tiny bit. Okay, let's try to make a flute melody. If I can. Melody. It's I'm writing in Swedish and English at the same time. Okay, so let's add a 3x oscillator. Maybe a sine wave or maybe a square wave, I don't know. Maybe I will change. But let's try like this first. Okay, maybe let's try this one instead. Let's add some vibrato. Because it sounds more like a flute now. And maybe on the pitch. Like a tiny bit. Okay, let's make the melody. And of course a slide, a pitch slide. And let's pitch up the end. Do da da. Okay.
And probably the camera will die soon, so you'll just have to see the screen.
And not my pretty face. Let's add some effects. Maybe a little bit of white noise. Or maybe another oscillator. Okay, let's clone it. And maybe try with a sine wave. Or maybe a square, I don't know. Let's add it to another track. To another mixer track. Let's add the same reverb. Okay, let's add some sidechain. Let's do one full sidechaining for the bass line and one medium one for the rest of the instruments. Okay, sidechain for the sub. And a little less for the rest of the instruments. Okay, let's add a shaker. Which plugin? Just some white noise. Some attack. This sound. Yeah. And I made a little pause here for some variation and like a cool transition. Let's add some effects. Maybe some compression. And also a hi-hat, like so white noise again. Oh right, maybe the pitch doesn't work. I just added some volume and some EQ with some resonance. Okay, maybe like that. And maybe let's pan it back and forward to the left and right. Okay, I just added like a chord texture to the chords, so instead of this, I added some white noise and a sound wave, very short, like a click, and added some chorus, some destructor, a weird filter, some ring modulation, some EQ, removing the high frequencies, and just some reverb and delay like the other chord. So it sounds like that, and together with the other chords, a little bit more plucky. I also made some noise now, some flute noise. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but sounds like this. I really want to add like a saxophone sounding but I have no idea how to do it, so maybe I will try and just see if I can make something. Maybe this one or this one. Maybe if I slide it. Let's try a little more. Okay, here we have it. But I will try to make it sound a little bit more like a sax. Maybe effector. Just a tiny bit of distortion. And a tiny bit of flanger. I'm back! I have charged my camera again. I just did some tiny final tweaks. A little bit of compression on the mastering, and here's the final result. So that was all for this video. I'm really happy with the song actually. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see in a future video. Probably nobody will watch this video, but anyways, take care and I'll see you.